Luffy had to go gear 4 on the boy. Katakuri was just too much. So anyway, Luffy trying to go gear 4th. Katakuri cut off his circulation. Looked like Luffy was getting ready to do some dope. Like he had his arm tied up. He got Luffy arm hemmed up. Like he getting ready, to go ahead and shoot that. That's what that was about. Katakuri was like, yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you shoot that dope. I'm gonna help you shoot that dope. So anyway, Katakuri trying to rush it. And he got Luffy like tied up. Now he changed the entire landscape into Mochi. So everything's moving like Mochi. So his awakening works exactly the same as Doflamingo's. But from what we see in the Luffy, it's hard for me to imagine that that's going to be Luffy's awakening because Luffy can't change his body. His body just is what it is. So I wonder what type of awakening a Paramecia would get. You know what I mean? Like, let's say what's my man name? Wapple. Like he gets awakening, right? What the ground's going to turn into the ability to be able to eat anything. You know what I'm saying? What would it turn into? I'm thinking that their awakening is probably going to be different. But being that Katakuri's devil fruit, whether it's Paramecia or not, is so Logia alike, and that it makes sense that their powers would be the same, or their awakening would be the same. Anyway, he crushed them. I mean, crushed them. He dropped 10 trillion tons of pure raw cocaine on him. Not playing, it was pure raw fentanyl. He just dropped on him. And Luffy was like, I've been trying to get high for a minute, but I need a mountain of fentanyl to do it. Anyway, he told the people to rush out and bring his snacks. He said, I haven't eaten my snacks today. You better bring it out, or otherwise you will die. So the people brought it out. Like he was late for eating it. They say he eat it at the same time every day. And it ain't nothing but garbage. Donuts and whatnot. Just straight donuts and whatnot. That's it. And he builds his house out of mochi so that way people won't barge in on him and whatnot. They say he eats in private every time. Now Luffy busts out of the mochi after they do this whole thing about there's so much nutrients in the donut or whatever it was. So anyway, Luffy busts out the mochi. He said, yo, I hate mochi. Y'all made me eat that. Now you gotta die. You know what I mean? He said, I hate mochi more than anything. He said, he said, it made my lips explode or whatever. Like he's allergic to it. So his lip blew up. He said, now I need to find a girl and eat the box. You know what I mean? That's what happened. So anyway, he runs around for a minute, gets slim. He runs around just for literally a minute. And people look like, what the fuck? That shouldn't happen. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, how did he get so slim so quick? Like, they trying to get on his diet plan. Anyway, he goes there, blows up his fist, elephant gun, knocks the house down. Dogtooth is in there, and he's eating. We find out he's got like some type of ripped giant mouth. He's some type of either new species or a new mix we haven't seen before. Was he like what's those blow up those puffer fishes or whatever, something like that? He could stretch his mouth out. I don't know. He might be a new species that we haven't seen before. He very well may be, or he could be some type of fishman or something like that. But his mouth got huge. I mean, huge. I mean, like it's half his body is just his mouth. And he says, everybody that's seen me must die. You can't see my true form. That's his true form. So he's making his mouth smaller. Like him having a smaller mouth is not how he really is. It looks weird as hell. I have no clue what he is. I think he might be a new species that we haven't seen before. Because even though they brought up, I think what was it, 7 species at that on Shibondi or whatever. We've seen other things. Oz's species wasn't on there. Or little Oars Jr. whatever did. His species wasn't on there. So this might be a new species. You see his teeth are sticking up out of his mouth. This is not he's not a human. He's some type of new species, or he's a mix of some sort. Oh, well, actually, he's definitely a mix because his mom is Big Mom, so he's 100% some type of mix. But I think he's mixed with a new species or something like that. Okay, so you saw it, did you? My mealtime scene. That is one weird statement. His mealtime scene. He didn't want anybody to see him during mealtime. So anyway, he slaughtered his own people. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Went right through him. Now he covered his armament hockey, right? Right after he did that, and he went for Luffy. But when he covered his armament hockey, his arms literally and his fingers, everything took a square appearance. Like they were all squared off with corners and whatnot. It wasn't like how Luffy turns does armament hockey and it's just armament hockey. But that could just be his powers. I don't know why he chose to do that, but it could just be his powers. Anyway, he said there's a level beyond armament hockey. Was he mixing it with Conqueror's hockey or something? Was he flipping and tumbling it or something? I don't know. Luffy's actually able to land a blow on him, and he's like, I don't care. What does that mean to me? And he sends out all these what you call them, like balls of mochi at Luffy. Luffy's able to dodge and whatnot, slip, slide, and hide. Send the gear forth and does the calm gun. Now this chapter, uh, it's like it's an in betweener for me. You know, it wasn't super good, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good like that. We got to reveal that there's another level of hockey. We got to reveal that Katakuri's not just some regular human. I think he's some type of mix with some super rare species that we don't know about, or something like that. Other than that, you know, the fight didn't carry on to the very end. We barely got a fight from it. Um, it's like they're slowing down. They're trying not to show us too much too quick. That's what it feels like to me. Like they're trying to stretch this joint out. But hey, it is what it is. I did enjoy it a little bit. It wasn't my favorite chapter, but I did enjoy it to a certain extent. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. You got the power to change that. Check the links in the description box. Peace.